We're ranking the 8 most brutal infantry weapons ever fielded in World War II. From game-changing rapid-fire rifles that rewrote battlefield tactics, to trench clearers and portable tank killers that turned whole battlefields into kill zones, each entry pushed the limits of firepower, destruction, and psychological shock. Every weapon here earned its place by unleashing chaos, through sheer volume of fire, close-quarters terror, or the power to erase fortifications and armor. Which technology claimed the top spot for delivering the war's most devastating impact? Let's start the countdown with number 8. 8th place goes to the M1 Garand, the rifle that flipped the script on infantry firepower in World War II. While most soldiers still cycled bolt-action rifles one shot at a time, the Garand's gas-operated rotating bolt system let American troops send 8 30-06 rounds downrange as fast as they could pull the trigger. That semi-automatic edge meant U.S. squads could lay down rapid, accurate fire, breaking enemy momentum and supporting aggressive fire and maneuver tactics. In the Italian hills, Garand-equipped troops hammered German positions with a tempo that bolt-action rifles couldn't match. The iconic unblocked clip ejected with a sharp ping, signaling both a reload and a battlefield dominated by American volume of fire. Not exotic, but brutally efficient, the Garand set the stage for the automatic chaos to come. Number 7. The MP40 brought automatic firepower to the tightest corners of World War II. Compact, lightweight, and chambered in 9x19mm, this German submachine gun packed 32 rounds into a single detachable magazine, perfect for short, brutal bursts inside trenches, buildings, or armored vehicles. With its simple blowback action, the MP40 could unleash a torrent of bullets at up to 500 rounds per minute, overwhelming anyone caught within 100 meters. German paratroopers and assault squads carried it into airborne drops like Crete, where its controllable spray made clearing rooms and corridors a fast, terrifying affair. In the hands of vehicle crews and urban fighters, the MP40 turned confined spaces into kill zones, making it a symbol of close-quarters shock and psychological dominance, though its limited magazine kept its fury in check compared to the drum-fed monsters waiting higher up this list. Number 6. The PPSH-41 turned Soviet infantry assaults into a thunderstorm of lead. Armed with a 71-round drum and firing 7.62 by 25mm rounds at nearly 900 rounds per minute, this submachine gun was engineered for one purpose: overwhelming close-quarters saturation. In the frozen ruins of Stalingrad, shock squads stormed building after building, unleashing minute-long bursts that pinned German defenders in place. The PPSH-41's relentless spray drowned out return fire, creating a wall of noise and splinters that paralyzed resistance. Its blowback action shrugged off mud and ice, making it a favorite in brutal Eastern Front winters. Even German troops captured and reused these bullet hoses, desperate for their firepower. While its effective range lagged behind rifle-caliber automatics, nothing matched the psychological terror of a Soviet assault sweeping through shattered city blocks, drums blazing until only silence remained. Number 5. The Browning M1918, a 2B, brought full-powered automatic fire to the heart of every United States infantry squad. Chambered in .30-06, this gas-operated beast fed from a 20-round detachable magazine and could spit out rounds at up to 600 per minute, an avalanche of lead that reached out to 300 meters. In the hedgerow hell of Normandy, BR teams punched holes through enemy ambushes, anchoring American maneuvers as squads crawled from one bocage wall to the next. The bar's weight and recoil demanded a strong gunner, but its suppressive fire let riflemen dash across open ground while German defenders hugged the dirt. Unlike the spray-and-pray submachine guns, the bar delivered rifle-caliber punishment at ranges where pistol rounds just faded away. From D-Day beaches to jungle patrols in the Pacific, the bar was the backbone of fire and maneuver doctrine, turning small squads into mobile firestorms and paving the way for the crew served monsters waiting higher up this list. Number 4. The MG42 unleashed a storm of lead that froze entire battlefields in place. Chambered for 7.92 by 57mm, Mauser and Belt fed for near-continuous fire, this recoil-operated machine gun cranked out an ear-splitting 1,200 to 1,500 rounds per minute, twice the speed of most Allied automatics. In Normandy's hedgerows and across fortified European lines, a single MG42 crew could lock down hundreds of meters of frontage, stitching interlocking fields of fire that made any advance feel suicidal. The weapon's infamous roar, so fast it blurred into a single ripping note, became the audible signature of German defense, paralyzing attackers before they even saw the gun. Quick change barrels kept the fire coming, while 50-round belts fed a relentless barrage that chewed through cover, flesh, and morale alike. Wartime production was streamlined for mass deployment, flooding bunkers and strongpoints with these suppression machines. The MG42 didn't just stop squads, it denied entire sectors, forcing Allied doctrine to adapt or break. No other weapon on the battlefield made movement itself feel like a death sentence, quite like Hitler's buzzsaw. Number 3. The M2 Browning 50 caliber rewrote the rules of battlefield dominance. Chambered in massive 12.7 by 99 mm, this belt-fed monster fired at 550 rounds per minute, launching half-inch slugs with enough force to tear through light armor, aircraft, and dense jungle cover. Where rifle-caliber machine guns pinned men down, the M2 erased entire threats, shredding vehicles, punching through walls, and turning low-flying planes into flaming wrecks. At Henderson Field on Guadalcanal, U.S. Marines mounted M2s on trucks and sandbagged emplacements, pouring out streams of tracer fire that broke Japanese banzai charges and brought down attacking aircraft in a single night. No other infantry weapon in World War II offered this level of multi-role overmatch, convoy protection, anti-aircraft, anti-personnel, and anti-vehicle, all from a single gun. The kinetic energy was staggering. Each 50 BMG round hit with over 18,000 foot-pounds, dwarfing anything a rifle or submachine gun could deliver. Tracer lines from the M2 did not just mark territory, they drew a literal wall of death visible from miles away, breaking enemy morale before the rounds even landed. For anyone facing the M2, the message was simple: nowhere was safe. Number 2, the M2 Flamethrower brought a new kind of terror to World War II's front lines. Built to clear bunkers, pillboxes, and cave systems, this weapon swapped bullets for fire, projecting a stream of burning fuel up to 40 meters with a single pull of the trigger. Carried on the backs of specially trained operators, the M2's pressurized tanks held a mix of gasoline and thickened napalm, turning every burst into a rolling wave of heat and smoke that could flood even the tightest defensive stronghold. On Iwo Jima and Okinawa, United States Marines used the M2 to flush Japanese defenders from caves and tunnels, forcing them to choose between surrender or incineration. Survivors described the panic as liquid fire snaked around corners, devouring oxygen and turning the very air into a weapon. The horror wasn't just physical, it was psychological. Enemy troops often broke and ran at the sight of the nozzle, knowing escape was nearly impossible once the flames started crawling. Operators later recalled the grim reality: the M2 didn't just kill with burns, it suffocated and terrified defenders into submission. In the close, claustrophobic hell of Pacific Island warfare, nothing rivaled the M2 Flamethrower for sheer, inescapable brutality. And finally, in first place, the Panzerfaust put the power to kill a tank straight into the hands of any foot soldier. This was a disposable, recoilless launcher, barely 1 meter long, weighing just over 5 kilograms. Its warhead packed a shaped charge capable of punching through up to 200 millimeters of armor, enough to turn even the thickest Soviet T-34 or IS tank into burning wreckage at ranges as close as 30 to 60 meters. By 1944, German factories were churning out hundreds of thousands of Panzerfausts, flooding the crumbling front lines and arming everyone from seasoned grenadiers to last-ditch Volkssturm conscripts. With a simple point-and-shoot design, there was no need for marksmanship or technical training. Just aim, fire, and watch a steel giant explode in a street of rubble. In the final battles for Berlin, Soviet tankers dreaded every alley and cellar, knowing any window could hide a Panzerfaust team ready to erase them in a flash. Soviet after-action reports describe entire tank platoons immobilized, forced to crawl forward behind walls of infantry to screen against these sudden, invisible threats. For the first time, the myth of armored invincibility was shattered. One pull of the trigger, and the most feared vehicles of the war became prey. No other weapon democratized destruction on this scale or brought such instant, decisive finality to the battlefield's deadliest machines. When the Panzerfaust arrived, the age of the tank met its match, and the rules of ground warfare changed forever. Across all 8 weapons, one truth is clear. Brutality is not about size. It is about battlefield impact. Each innovation amplified fear, chaos, and lethality in close combat. That legacy still shapes how infantry fights and survives today. War's true terror is the weapon that rewrites the rules.